PewDiePie actually hit the nail right on the head.
So in a way, I can understand why you want to take down this video.
But again, PewDiePie was in the right by saying...
But the problem here is that you're just drawing more attention to it.
Trying to like hide all that drama only ended up bringing more attention to it. Again, in the moment, I was just doing that because I thought it was something that would calm down all the drama. Although I was legally within my right to take down the video, morally and as a content creator, it wasn't something that I should have done because, I mean, at the end of the day, those were tweets that me and Keem made publicly and videos that we made publicly. So I totally apologize for that.
To be fair, I actually can't believe anyone would sponsor these shenanigans. Wait, we saw this, right?
They're the rich.
No! Like the ultra rich, the ultra giga rich,
You
unnecessarily
have to clarify. They're gonna clip that and it's gonna make you look bad.
rich. Oh,
You
The
gotta
ultra
say
giga
the billionaires.
the billionaires.
you are rich.
The Bezos. Don't look at the price. Don't look at the price. But guys, they are works of art. Let's be so for real.
Pokimane's arrogant downfall did not happen overnight. It was slow, messy, and years in the making. Fans did not just wake up one day and turn on the biggest female streamer in the world. Their trust cracked little by little, until the image they believed in stopped feeling real. The first real fracture showed up back in 2019. That was when Pokimane started filing copyright claims on videos that featured her, even if it was nothing more than screenshots or short clips. The wild part is that her own streams were built almost entirely around reacting to other people's content while chatting with her audience. That contradiction did not sit right with people. Things really blew up when she copyright-struck YouTuber Boblax over a simple recap video involving her views and Keemstar. The internet was not just surprised, it was heated. That moment pushed commentary YouTuber Purify to step in with a video titled, "Stop Doing This."
I didn't ask why she congratulated X. I asked, I guess in a way that was like supporting Kick. And I made it very clear to her. I was like, I'm not trying to reprimand you. I just feel like we've talked about this kind of stuff before, and I'm curious for your opinion as someone who's a friend of mine. I think it's good to talk to fellow streamer friends about how they feel about something, so you can also form your opinion whether you agree or disagree. That's all. Do you guys have friends?
No, and this is why.
So basically this Twitter drama became an even bigger drama thanks to the YouTube algorithm. So in a way, I can understand why you want to take down this video, because this selected thing blows up and becomes even bigger.
Purify called Pokimane out by name. He said he understood her perspective, but made it clear she was not getting a free pass. There was no yelling and no insults. Instead, he broke down why abusing copyright tools was dangerous and how it set a bad standard for creators across the platform. He also pointed out the hypocrisy. You cannot claim ownership over reactions when your own content is built on reacting to others. As more people watched these breakdowns, Pokimane's wholesome image started slipping. Then something rare happened. At the peak of the backlash, Pokimane actually listened. She responded publicly, admitted she was wrong, and apologized instead of doubling down. For once, the internet respected it. But that lesson did not stick for long. In 2020, YouTuber It's a Gundam uploaded a video titled "Simp Willingly Goes Homeless for Pokimane," and that opened a whole new chapter in the controversy. Pokimane's fan base became the next flashpoint. It's a Gundam shared a private conversation between two fans that instantly made people uncomfortable. One of them admitted he donated $1,000 to Pokimane while being 4 months behind on rent. That detail hit hard. Gundam used it as an example of what he called parasocial behavior gone too far inside her community. He broke down how some fans were not just supportive, but deeply obsessive. In his view, certain supporters truly believed that if they donated enough money, it could somehow lead to a real relationship with Pokimane herself. That mindset is where the line starts getting dangerous. On top of that, Gundam mocked her content style. He said much of it relied on reaction videos, recycled trends, and copying Fortnite dances, yet still pulled millions of views. To him, it felt lazy and overhyped. Pokimane took the video as a direct attack, not just on her, but on her entire fanbase, and she responded live on stream. She did not just criticize Gundam for calling her out. She went further and publicly called out the sponsor of his video. That move instantly sparked backlash. Many people felt she crossed a serious line by aiming at someone's sponsor instead of addressing the criticism directly.
It's that you're just drawing more attention to it. It's the Streisand effect every single time. The more you try and hide something, the more people are gonna find out about it. All these people that I brought up today have examples of using other people's content for their own content. They could all get copyright striked just the same way they copyright strike other people or claim their videos.
Her fans then flooded Gundam's content with hate, almost proving his original point. Pokimane never really responded to the arguments he raised. Instead, she tried to talk over him and shut the conversation down. When viewers pushed back, she doubled down, saying content that spreads lies, misinformation, or appearance-based insults should not be sponsored. The idea that a massive streamer could threaten someone's income made a lot of people uneasy, and things only got worse after that. During a later live stream, Pokimane accidentally opened a browser tab that showed a scene from an adult film, pushing her image into even murkier territory. The moment barely lasted a second. Most people would have missed it completely, but this was Twitch chat, and Twitch chat catches everything. Clips were created almost instantly, and what should have been a forgettable slip turned into non-stop replay material for reaction channels and commentary creators. Pokimane moved fast. She took the stream down and said the tab opening was accidental. Still, the real controversy started right after. Twitch, a platform known for banning streamers over far less serious issues, chose not to ban her at all. There was not even a temporary suspension. Later, Pokimane tweeted that she only received a warning. When she joked that it at least made a good meme, the reaction shifted. A lot of people were no longer amused. To her critics, this was the cleanest example yet of what they had been saying for years, that Twitch plays favorites and enforces rules differently depending on who you are. That is when the word privileged started getting thrown around. Slowly, Pokimane stopped feeling relatable, even to fans who once defended her without hesitation. The frustration was not just about the mistake itself, it was about her response and how Twitch handled the situation. And 2020 was far from over. Another storm was already forming. This time, it involved former YouTuber Leafy here. He had been watching from a distance for years. After the It's a Gundam drama and the Twitch incident, he decided he was done staying quiet. Leafy uploaded a wave of videos aimed directly at Pokimane. He criticized her content, her influence, and her role on the platform. He claimed she brought nothing original to the space and argued that most of her streams boiled down to low-effort reaction content dressed up as personality. That clash would push the backlash into a whole new gear. Then came the claim that flipped everything upside down.
I planned a vacation for around this time, but I honestly should not have taken any time off prior to acknowledging or addressing or apologizing for these things. I'm very, very sorry, and I'll make sure that in the future, if I am to comment on any part of a video, it's just its actual contents, not the sponsors, and also not to encourage my community or my viewers to leave any sort of negative feedback.
Leafy accused Pokimane of secretly having a boyfriend and hiding it from her audience. He offered no real proof, but that did not slow the internet down at all. The rumor spread like wildfire, and soon the phrase Pokimane boyfriend was everywhere across social media. What shocked people most was that it was not just critics pushing it. Some of the loudest reactions came from her own fans. A portion of her audience felt betrayed, even though Pokimane had never promised anyone she was single. The issue was not reality, it was perception. The parasocial image certain fans had built over the years cracked the moment they thought she might be in a relationship. Leafy was eventually banned from YouTube for violating harassment policies, but his removal did not make the controversy disappear. The discussion around Pokimane kept growing without him. She tried to laugh it off at first, posting a photo next to a cardboard cutout of Barack Obama and jokingly calling him her boyfriend. That humor did not land the way she expected. With everything spiraling, Pokimane announced she was stepping away from streaming for a month to focus on her mental health. Instead of cooling things down, the timing upset even more people. To many fans, it felt like she walked away, right when they wanted answers. Questions kept piling up, and the noise followed her into what was supposed to be a break. The pressure got so intense that she cut the vacation short, returning after just 2 weeks. In her apology video, Pokimane admitted she made a mistake by leaving before addressing the backlash directly. She also looked back at the It's a Gundam drama and owned up to crossing a line, saying that no matter how she felt about his video, going after a sponsor was not the move.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
I don't know what would possess her to say something so rude and nasty to the audience she is trying to sell this product to directly shame the consumer that you want to buy into your product is a galaxy brain tactic. A strategy that I'm not sure the success rate of.
Finally, she addressed the boyfriend rumors, explaining that she wanted a firm boundary between her personal life and her career. After the apology, it felt like Pokimane had finally moved past the drama. For the next few years, things stayed relatively calm. Streams were steady, backlash was low, and her image slowly stabilized. But the moment that arguably did the most damage to her public perception came from something that was supposed to bring her closer to her fans. In 2023, Pokimane launched her healthy cookie brand, Mina Snacks. What she expected to be a feel-good business move instantly turned into a problem. The price alone raised eyebrows. $28 for a pack of 4 cookies felt wild to a lot of fans, especially the ones who had supported her for years. Then things got worse. Fans started digging. People noticed that the cookies looked almost identical to another brand called Toasty Midnight Mini Cookies. It did not stop there. Both products were linked to the same manufacturer. That discovery sent the internet into detective mode. Accusations started flying that Pokimane was buying $10 cookies and flipping them for nearly triple the price. Pokimane stepped in to defend herself. She said Mina Snacks had been a passion project for 2 years and that the pricing reflected quality, ingredients, and brand costs. That explanation did not slow the backlash, and eventually, frustration took over. On stream, she addressed the complaints head-on. Looking directly into the camera, she had a message for people saying they could not afford the cookies. That moment changed everything. To many viewers, it sounded dismissive and out of touch. Fans who had watched her rise from grinding streams to millionaire status felt talked down to. The vibe shifted fast. Even Moistcar1TKL jumped in, calling her out for sounding disconnected and for turning frustration toward her own audience. Public opinion flipped almost overnight. What was meant to be a wholesome brand launch became another crack in Pokimane's image, and this time, it stuck. Pokimane followed up with what many fans called a partial apology. She brushed the situation off by saying she was joking, but for a lot of people, this pattern felt familiar. Whenever something blew up, it was never really her fault. It was always humor taken the wrong way, or something she supposedly did not mean seriously.
Keep doubting Kick, it's already taken over. Fire emoji. Respectfully, people that say stuff like this, you don't understand that Kick makes Twitch money. Like, Kick is using Twitch's services. And if Twitch really wanted, they could just stop giving these services to Kick. But right now, they're just sitting back like, thanks, I guess.
That explanation stopped working for a growing part of her audience, and the controversies did not end there. One of the streamers she had a public history with was XQC. They were never best friends, but they collaborated, played games together, and occasionally disagreed. From the outside, it looked like a normal, respectful relationship between 2 massive names in streaming. That is why what happened next caught so many people off guard. In 2023, XQC announced his massive deal with Kick, reportedly worth around $100 million. It became one of the biggest moments the streaming world had ever seen. Instead of congratulating him, Pokimane reacted skeptically on stream. While reading a chat message about Kick being the next big platform, she casually claimed that Kick was basically just making Twitch money, and that Twitch could shut Kick down whenever it wanted. XQC responded quickly. He explained that Kick simply uses Amazon's AWS servers, and that Amazon is far bigger than just Twitch. He said her argument did not really make sense. That exchange alone would have faded, but a clip of Pokimane's comments went viral. Instead of clarifying her point, she shifted the focus. Pokimane said the criticism was happening because she is a woman. According to her, the backlash was not about what she said, but who she was. That response only made the situation louder. Things got even messier when a chatter asked if she would move to Kick for $10 million. Her answer did not calm anything down. Instead, it kept the conversation burning and added another chapter to the growing list of moments that fans were no longer willing to excuse. Pokimane said her stance was about principle, But to a lot of people watching, it started sounding like straight-up jealousy. Her tone rubbed viewers the wrong way, and many felt she was low-key mocking XQC instead of addressing the situation honestly. And XQC was not about to stay quiet. He called out what he saw as clear double standards. He pointed out that Pokimane took the moral high ground when it came to Kick, yet never spoke up about Amazon's long-standing partnerships with gambling platforms like DraftKings.
Brother, Amazon isn't Twitch. When will people get this? In Amazon's view of the world, right? Amazon as a parent company, they're literally making money off of Kick and losing money on Twitch. It is not a flex to say that Amazon is making money off of Kick. That is like the most counter flex of all time.
To him, that silence said a lot. At first, it felt like the situation might finally die down, but then it got even messier. When Valkyrie publicly congratulated XQC on his Kick deal, she later revealed that Pokimane had privately messaged her. According to Valkyrie, Pokimane said she was surprised she would support something tied to gambling. That revelation did not sit well with fans. To many, it felt like Pokimane was trying to push her personal beliefs onto other creators behind the scenes. Even XQC seemed caught off guard when that information came out publicly. The final break came soon after. Pokimane went public explaining what she meant by messaging Valkyrie, but the explanation did not land the way she hoped. For most viewers, it no longer felt like moral concern. It felt like she was struggling to deal with the fact that XQC had become bigger than her in that moment. That context made what happened next make more sense to fans. In 2024, after nearly a decade as one of Twitch's most recognizable faces, Pokimane shocked everyone by stepping away from her exclusive contract. At first, people assumed she just wanted freedom to explore other platforms. The real reason came later on her Spotify podcast. Pokimane said it was not about chasing new opportunities. She explained that changes in Twitch culture played a major role, and hinted that certain aggressive online movements made the platform feel less like a place she wanted to stay. This time, Pokimane was not pointing at random trolls hiding behind anonymous usernames. She was calling out some of the biggest, most established creators on the platform, mostly male streamers with massive audiences who, in her words, helped normalize misogyny and toxic masculinity on Twitch. It was a heavy accusation, and it instantly split opinions.
No, and it's not because I got like $10 million. It's just because I'm good as I am. Why would I compromise my morals and ethics for more money when I have money? Something about that is so cringe to me personally. Like, I understand, you know, if you need to make money, for me to do cringe shit when I have I can't. Like, ew.
While she painted Twitch as a hostile environment, not everyone agreed with that picture. A lot of viewers remembered how Twitch had repeatedly protected her when other creators were punished for far less. They remembered the bans handed out left and right, while Pokimane often walked away with warnings, or nothing at all. So when she framed herself as a victim of the platform's culture, many people were not convinced. Some fans started saying this was not really about escaping toxicity. To them, it looked more like a shift in strategy. Streaming had changed. A new generation was running the scene now, and the old formula of sitting back, reacting to videos, and eating on stream was no longer pulling the same numbers. The meta had moved on. Even Moist CR1 KL pointed this out. He questioned her logic, saying that if red pill culture was the real issue, then YouTube was an even bigger hub for that kind of content than Twitch ever was. Yet that was where she chose to go. To him, it felt like she was rewriting history and ignoring the fact that Twitch had bent its own rules for her for nearly a decade. Then, in April of 2025, Pokimane found herself back in the spotlight. She went live from the streets of Paris with fellow streamer and FaZe Clan member Jason the Ween.
I tweeted, congrats to XQC and Kick, because I think it's like a win-win situation for both parties. And she reached out and she was like, I was kind of surprised that you were publicly supporting it. And I do want to make it clear that it is kind of a weird situation because the platform is run by crypto gambling. It promotes gambling.
Sitting on a yacht, the conversation took a turn that made people uncomfortable. Pokimane said something that immediately rubbed viewers the wrong way. Even Jason stepped in, sounding confused, asking her straight up if she was not rich herself and pointing out the irony in what she was saying. That clip spread fast and reopened debates many people thought were already settled. Instead of reading the room, Pokimane doubled down. That decision made everything worse. The moment the clip hit the internet, the reaction turned ugly fast. Viewers started calling her tone deaf, because watching a millionaire stream from Paris in designer clothes while talking about hating the rich was hard for people to take seriously. The irony spoke for itself. Around the same time, another clip started circulating. This one showed Pokimane casually spending hundreds of dollars on designer mugs without a second thought. The contrast was glaring. Here was someone with millions in the bank telling everyday people to criticize wealth, all while enjoying every luxury that money brings. By this point, Pokimane was losing credibility. People stopped treating her takes as thoughtful or sincere. More and more viewers felt like her opinions shifted depending on what sounded good in the moment. That pattern became impossible to ignore in July 2025.
Like, how are you gonna say this shit and then go to YouTube?
The wealth disparity's getting bad.
See?
The wage gap, I hate that shit.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
Thanks.
And we hate the rich.
Or we could talk about her other close friends that took stake deals that gambled on a daily, which ended up using more of their audience than I did for Gamba, and actually had more stream hours on the sites than I did. What about those? Oh, okay. Those aren't morally and ethically bankrupt.
When a major high-profile trial dominated headlines and the jury delivered a verdict that shocked many, Pokimane tweeted a message saying to believe the victims. Within minutes, fans pushed back hard. To them, it felt like obvious virtue signaling. People quickly brought up the past, reminding everyone that she had openly mocked Amber Heard during her trial against Johnny Depp. That comparison made her statement feel hollow. Once again, critics said it looked like she only supported victims when it matched the popular narrative or protected her image. Pokimane apologized yet again, saying she had deleted those older clips a long time ago. That apology did not land. Fans wanted more accountability, including a direct apology to Amber Heard for contributing to public ridicule. Instead of closing the chapter, the situation kept escalating. And as if the backlash was not bad enough already, some fans decided to take things even further, pushing the controversy into an even more uncomfortable space. Fans took things to the extreme. Pokimane's replies were flooded with sarcastic, made-up accusations like, "Pokimane kicked my dog," with people pretending to be victims themselves. The point they were trying to make was clear. On the internet, anyone can claim anything. So when Pokimane makes broad statements about believing all victims, it starts feeling less like genuine support and more like an easy way to grab the moral high ground. To a lot of viewers, it highlighted the bigger issue. Without real accountability, moving forward becomes almost impossible. Every time Pokimane tries to reset her image or come across as relatable, the past resurfaces. Not because people refuse to let go, but because the patterns keep repeating. Now it's on you. What do you think about Pokimane's rise, backlash, and everything that followed? Drop your thoughts in the comments, like the video, subscribe to the BeyondFame channel, share this with others, and we'll see you on the next one.